Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Stenden TV magazine. My name is Karim and I am your host for this episode. The topics of today are Facebook privacy, Easter celebration, ear damage due to music and getting fit for the summer. So the first item is privacy violations. Privacy violations have always been an issue for Facebook. How well are users protected and what happens to their photos after they are posted? Let's find out something more about this. Okay.
Facebook has recently changed its privacy statement. This includes that they can now use photos from your account without asking for your permission. How do the users feel about this? That's what we're going to find out today. We're discussing the topic concerning Facebook's new changes in the terms and conditions. Are you aware of these changes?
Well, I heard of a small thing about it.
Like they changed something about it, but I'm not really aware of what exactly that is.
Nou, eigenlijk niet, nee.
Facebook is social media?
Ja, ik heb wel wat over gehoord, maar ik weet niet.
The Facebook policy now states that they can use pictures without needing permission of the user.
Yeah.
And that's raising a huge concern for the users because it kind of invades their privacy.
Yeah.
And are you affected by the privacy of Facebook?
Still not, because I am using with the right way.
Invasion of my personal privacy.
Of course, privacy is important, but it depends what you're sharing on Facebook. So if you take it too seriously or not too seriously, it's your decision actually.
Ja, ik vind het eigenlijk niet kunnen, want het heeft wel te maken met privacy, zeg maar. En dat ze daar dan gebruik van maken, ja, ik vind niet dat dat zomaar mag.
Facebook's privacy violations are a serious issue. As a user, you accept the terms and conditions just by logging in. Next to that, saving a photo is just as easy as a right click, with no protection at all. The photo in this poster was taken from Sanna's Facebook account without her knowing. She's not here at the moment, but when she gets here, let's see how she reacts. What was your reaction to this?
I thought it was a joke of someone, like one of my classmates, but yeah, I had to laugh about it. It scared me a little bit.
Okay, so you didn't really mind because it was in the controlled environment of the learning company.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have appreciated if you would see this outside somewhere for a store, right?
No, that would be a different story.
As a test, we printed Facebook's official terms and conditions in order to show this to different users. However, we have added a few sentences ourselves to see whether or not anyone notices these. Would you care to read it and then sign it?
No, it's okay, I'll just sign it.
You will gift us your firstborn?
Is dat wat? Nee, ik ook niet.
Er is niks.
We have a second document, which is the same one, but with the highlighted points that people might miss.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't read further than that, but I actually missed the one in the first paragraph already. So.
If you were not to agree, we would have to, in fact, immediately collect all of your personal belongings. Alright.
As you can see, nobody truly reads the terms and conditions of Facebook. Facebook takes advantage of this by using hard-to-read contracts, which users automatically agree to. And now, it's back to the studio.
Dion de Witte is a first-year MEM student and is regularly active on Facebook. Next to his study, Dion works at a local television studio and he also has some experience concerning the copyrights and privacy regulations within the industry. Hello Dion.
Hello Karim.
So could you give us an example of the task you execute at your job concerning this topic?
Yeah, I'm a little bit doing all type of tasks during my local radio and television career.
Okay.
Also one part is the social media redaction, so we are working for Twitter and Facebook and posting new tweets about it, getting songs from it, getting new artists from it, so it's actually very broad and it's the new kind of media nowadays and we work with that.
Okay, and talk about privacy violations. How do you prevent these violations at your work?
It's a hard thing. We have a lot of rules from the government, and on social media it's also very different because you have international rules. And yeah, for my work we actually are local. We have more the Dutch rules, so more the things, okay, you're not allowed to copyright things, or to copy it just, or you need to pay for it. We have a company, Buma Stemra, over here. We have to pay the company if we want to play a song, if we want to play as a background, or the radio itself, on the television, we have to pay for everything.
Yeah. We are specifically focusing on the privacy violations that are happening by Facebook.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that, and especially what we saw in the item?
It's a little bit strange. It's getting in the news on this moment because of the new rules, and people actually think it's new that Facebook can use your profile picture as an advertisement and can sell it to another company, but that's not new actually. It's they already had it in the last privacy acceptance, and the strange thing about it is that the people didn't know that yet.
Okay.
And now they made it easier to understand. So you look at it and you read through it. It's easier to understand the text, and people.
It's easier already to understand the terms and.
Yeah, they actually made the terms easier to understand, and that's a strange thing because it's easier now. It didn't change that much, but people think it changed a lot.
Ah, okay. So they actually already made it easier, but. Okay, they made it easier, but they are still using our data, our information, our pictures to sell to companies and stuff. How do you think people can prevent this happening if they do not feel comfortable with that?
How can you prevent that? I don't think you can prevent that. There are rules, international rules. The strange thing is. From the beginning of Facebook, there was a rule in the terms, we are allowed to use your pictures. And because they wrote it down in the business text, you didn't understand it. And now it's easier, but yeah, how can you prevent it? You cannot prevent it. It's the new media.
Okay, well you could prevent it by going to another social media maybe.
Yeah, but I think most of the social medias have the same rules. It's not only Facebook.
Okay, and you now have the new ELO, which claims not to sell your things, and could be a possible replacement for Facebook, or do you think that will happen?
I think on this moment, yeah, Facebook will die out on a time, just like in the Netherlands we had hives. It was the happening on the internet, but in Facebook, yes, it will change, but I don't think it will take over Facebook for the whole world.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming. Easter is coming up and we have to prepare to celebrate it. Here in Leeuwarden there are many international students who will celebrate Easter far from their home countries. Let's take a look at some of their Easter traditions.
Welcome everybody, we're in the city of Leeuwarden where all the international students live together from all across the world. Since Easter is coming now, we are going to take a look at how they spend Easter here and in their home countries. We are now with our friend Jakob from Slovakia, and he's going to tell us how do they spend Easter there.
Easter Monday, we do specific things. For example, guys are chasing girls with the water, so they're splashing water on them, and girls usually color the eggs.
Catholicism runs in Irish blood. On a Sunday morning, on Easter Sunday, we go to the church, and then maybe the parents bring their kids for an Easter egg hunt or something like this. You know, the normal stuff.
When Easter's come, on Easter Sunday, we just go and visit all of our relatives, like cousin, grandmother, and we just sit, eat dinner, naturally.
Do you eat something specific for Easter in Romania?
Well, we have the normal eggs that everyone has, the painted eggs, and another specific food would be something we call mămăligă. It's actually called polenta in English, I think, and it's basically cornmeal, which is boiled, and you can eat it warm or even cold with sour cream, with cheese, and with all sorts of things actually, like sausages, meat, potatoes, whatever you can think of, and it's really delicious.
And you're gonna spend Easter here?
Yeah, of course, I'm gonna spend here in the dormitory with my best group mates and friends I met here, which I think is awesome, and I think it's gonna be great, crazy party.
And are you gonna also keep some of the Slovenian traditions for Easter?
Yeah, we're gonna drink a lot of alcohol, like slivovic, rakia, moonshine, whatever you want to call.
We usually eat potato salad with schnitzels, which is like traditional food for us. So this is what we.
And what other Irish traditions do you keep here in Holland?
In Holland? I keep no Irish traditions myself. This is just a jumper from Galway region in Ireland. So you see the pattern here, it's made out of sheep's wool, and the pattern is just typical of a traditional Irish jumper. So you see farmers wearing this when they're eating their dinners and stuff like that. So I just thought it was a bit interesting.
We have a special sweet bread called kozenak. I think it's the same in Romania. We eat this only on Easter.
Now we know how Easter is celebrated in some of the home countries of our international students. Let's go to the studio and take a look at how Dutch people spend their Easter here.
Our guest, Jan Marlijn, who is part of the Religion Center of Stenden, will offer us more details about the Dutch Easter tradition. Welcome, Jan Marlijn.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. First of all, for our international students who are watching, how is Easter celebrated by the Dutch people?
Well, as you know, Easter, it's 2 days, Sunday and Monday, like Christmas, yes? On both days, first on Sunday, children are going to search for eggs, hidden by their parents, yes?
Okay.
And there are not a lot of traditions with Easter in the Netherlands. But one of them is a very special one, make large, high fires in the evening.
Yeah.
When, well, it's
don't do it at home, of course.
No. It's
okay.
it's on the countryside.
Yeah, on the countryside.
Well, and on Easter Monday,
yeah,
as with Christmas, people are going to visit furniture shops and so on. Nothing special, but it happens.
It happens.
Yes.
Do you agree, Jaap? You are here for the hearing item. Do you also set some stuff on fire at Easter, or do you just look for eggs?
No, I never did it before.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the meaning of Easter. What is actually the meaning of these habits, history, and the history of Easter?
Well, in fact, relating to the search for eggs by children, yes, it's symbol of a new beginning.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Easter is about the ending of the life of Christ and a new begin. Yes. On Good Friday, he dies. He is crucified, and then within a few days, his resurrection is there. Yes.
Yes.
It's difficult to understand, but
I can understand. He comes to life again, right?
Okay. Yes, then, right. Okay. Yes, Christians remember that and celebrate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Why did Christ? Why is he crucified? The meaning of that you cannot see apart from his resurrection.
Okay.
The crucifixion was so Christian things was needed to. Free the people from sins, the bad things they have done.
Yeah.
Yes. Following upon that, with Easter, Jesus comes to life again. Yes.
Yeah.
The meaning, the very meaning of it, is there is a life after this life.
There is a life after this life.
It's a new beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
New beginning.
For a lot of people, not easy to understand, but it's what Christians believe.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the meaning, but it has a close relation with very old traditions.
Yeah.
Non-Christian traditions. The Easter is celebrated in springtime. Yes.
Yeah.
Also reflecting new beginning. You know, you are seeing nature becoming green, plants growing.
Yeah, so, well, it sounds very interesting, and hopefully people will see the religious value of Easter more, and thank you very much for coming.
Okay,
great.
You're welcome.
Almost 1 million people in the Netherlands have minor or bad hearing problems. Especially the youth is affected due to loud music. We went out to ask the people in the Leeuwarden nightlife how their ears are doing.
We all know how damaging loud music is to the ears. That muffled sound after a good night out, we consider that as a natural byproduct. But do people realize how damaging loud music is to the ears? We're in the city center of Leeuwarden. Let's find out. You tend to have problems with your ears after going out.
Sorry? Well, no, I don't think so. No.
Well, sometimes I have some beeps in the ears.
Some clubs have the music too loud and sometimes they doesn't, so it depends on what club you go out with.
You got a robust hearing, I would say.
So do you do anything to prevent your ears from damaging?
Not yet, but I've seen a lot of people who do this kind of thing, like they have these earplugs which prevent them from getting ear damage.
Yeah, by not going in there.
No.
Sometimes I wear these things in my ears, but it just looks silly though.
No, I do nothing. I just have great ears.
Alcohol?
We don't need it in Leeuwarden.
Would you wear earplugs during partying?
Not in Leeuwarden.
It depends, because like it's so difficult to understand people when you're going out, like in a bar.
I would try those.
No. Because I want to enjoy the music.
I have earplugs that are fit to my ears.
They're like nearly in my brain though.
We are here in front of Schonenberg with the DJ Tammo, who has been DJing for over 4 years. Let's find out how his hearing has been damaged.
I'm a bit scared, to be honest, and excited. Probably it will not be perfect, but I guess there will be no serious damage so far.
Have you noticed any change to your ability to hear after you started DJing?
In general, not really. But after the first Amazing Mono in February, where I am one of the resident DJs, there were like 2 or 3 days where I wasn't able to hear that good at all.
Do you do anything to prevent your ears from getting damaged?
No, not really. As a DJ, it's quite important for me that I hear the sounds neutral and how they are heard by the audience as well. And most of the hearing protection just fake somehow kind of the frequencies.
Now that you've gotten the results, what do you think?
Yeah, it went better than expected. My hearing isn't perfect, but it's quite acceptable. Everything's fine. So I can continue DJing. Yay. Kids, protect your ears. Please.
Now that we've heard all kinds of opinions about ear damage, let's ask a professional. Back to the studio.
Our next guest is highly active in the music industry and will shed his light on this topic. Welcome, Jaap van der Meer.
Hello.
Hi. How long have you been working or active in the music industry?
For more than 20 years now.
Okay, so we have a specialist sitting here. Do you ever think about what the music can do to your ears?
Yes, because sometimes I do have those whistling sounds in my ears, so I'm already past...
You are already affected, yes. Non-savable.
Well, non-savable is a bit harsh.
Okay, so have you never worn...
I do wear them.
You do now, okay now. And how long are you wearing them now?
Well, 15 years ago when I studied audio, I had them measured to my ears and
okay.
Professional earplugs made for me.
Are those expensive?
Yeah, like 400 euros or something.
Oh, okay, yes. That's very expensive. You don't want to lose them, and then
no.
Okay, and like if we say 10 years ago, you would not see that much earplugs at concerts, festival.
Well, nowadays you do.
But nowadays you do a lot. So why do you think it was a bit late until it started? Because I think people looked at it like a little bit, not really cool.
The whole thing is when you're wearing earplugs, the whole experience of loud sound is less interesting.
Yeah.
So for me as well, mostly I went to concerts without my earplugs.
Okay.
Because I wanted to have the full experience.
Yeah, and now that you have great earplugs, I can imagine you now still have the full experience?
Well, it depends on what kind of concert I'm going to. When it's a loud heavy metal concert, I will wear my earplugs.
Yeah, but if you're going to say
normal
indie
concerts,
rock,
no.
Then you won't.
No.
Okay. And do you also use it for your work? now or something? Or?
Not so much for my work, but I do play in a heavy metal band of my own now, and there I do use it. Otherwise, I can't make it through the night.
Yeah, exactly. But I've been in a studio also. I don't know if you also record, but it can also be very, very loud.
Yes.
And very damaging. So, did you ever do a hearing test?
I did.
And how did it go?
Well, in my right ear I have a dip around 14K, that's 14,000 hertz, and that's because I was with my ear next to the speaker of my guitar amp.
And
that was not that wise when I was around 17, 18 years old. So.
Okay, yeah. Then, okay. And what do you think? Should people use earplugs? Well, even if they don't play in a band, or
it totally depends. When you're in every weekend, if you go to a club every weekend, please use them.
Yeah.
But if you
in a club even?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Because it's quite loud in a club.
Yeah, it is, especially if you go to the maybe techno, deep house.
There you go.
Yeah, things.
And also when you go to loud bands, loud concerts, or even festivals like Lowlands, some additional hearing damage was done to my ears at Lowlands.
Yeah, I
so
remember.
You never know.
I remember I went to James Blake on Best Kept Secret, and the bass was turned out so loud. It was really, I would love to have earplugs back then. Thank you very much for coming today, Jaap. I hope people will wear more earplugs in the clubs from now on. Thank you.
Okay.
It's the time of the year again. Once the temperatures rise, people start worrying about getting in shape. But what do the students of Stenden do to prepare? We visited the campus gym close to Stenden to find out where the magic happens.
Welcome at Stenden University. Summer's just around the corner and everybody is busy getting in shape. We are very curious to see how the students of Stenden University are preparing themselves for summer. Let's see how this is going to work out.
Get fit?
Yeah. Running and swimming, yeah, but not that often.
Mostly running outside, and I'm trying to go to a boxing gym, but not there yet.
Don't know how to do that.
Gym sports, actually.
Running, fitness. I do insanity at home.
I will Photoshop myself. That's it.
To get in shape.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I do sports now almost every day, which I'm pretty proud of.
I do football and go to the gym.
Get fit.
Sambo, combat sambo, boxing, rugby, and that's and fitness.
I go to the gym?
Football.
Don't know how to do that. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Then it's quite necessary for me to do fitness.
I don't care so much about it.
No, I always sport like a lot running, and because I really like to be in the nature, fresh air.
I'm lucky to be a young man still, so.
But no, it's like regular. I'm really old, so I don't need it to do anymore.
Not necessarily, no.
You're already in shape.
I'm in shape, oh yeah!
Not trying to say that.
Well, I do running, so it's quite simple. I just do like this. And it's basically you have weights behind you and you do this.
Can I do a kick?
Yeah. To find out what the students really do, we went to the campus gym and asked them about their routine.
I go train here, like fitness.
Well, a lot of cycling for speed skating.
And then I hope I get.
Lots of bodyweight exercises.
This summer, I think that I'm going to get fit for it.
Inline skating.
I changed my diet. I changed my sports regime.
Yeah, and fitnessing here.
And what about sweets?
I eat more sweets.
No.
Not lots of sweets.
More meat and unhealthy stuff.
And not a lot of coke.
Do you change your routine in between the seasons?
More power now.
During the winter I would like to be more heavy.
Yeah, now I'm doing more power and more explosive movements.
I would like to get fitter because I feel more light. I can do more active sports.
I want to build more power.
still.
Going to the mountains, going swimming in the sea.
I hope to have a lot of power in September or something.
And yeah, pretty much that's it.
Well, that worked out quite well, but let's see how the professionals do it. Back to the studio and good luck, Karim.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Izzy. Well, that is how the students of Stenden prepare for the summer. With me in the studio is Feiko Boersma, the manager of Bewegingscentrum Leeuwarden. Hi, Feiko.
Thank you.
So what is your profession exactly at the gym?
I'm the manager during the whole week. I'm also the instructor for some courses, but most of the times I need to do the things to, yeah.
Okay, because it's not just fitness, you also do some courses?
No, that's a small part of my job.
Okay, and do you do some personal training as well?
Sometimes, yes. Yeah.
Okay, and now that we are talking about getting fit for the summer, do you have like a special period when people start coming in? Like,
yeah, normally there are 3 special periods in the year in the gym. First in September after the summer.
Yeah,
and all the people lay down for 2 months and on the beach, and then after the summer I think, oh,
yeah,
it's time
to get active.
True.
Yeah.
The 1st of January, always after the Christmas, and also right now, most of the time March or April.
People
also a lot of the first sunny in Holland.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it, yeah.
And are there international students going also to your gym?
Yes, that's a good question. The same as at Stenden, we have a lot of different countries by us in the gym.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, my colleague made an overview of all the countries. 48 countries at the moment are by us in the gym.
Okay, that's a lot.
All over the world.
So you all have English-speaking personnel?
Yeah, all the courses are in English. All my colleagues can speak English. That's always possible.
That's great. Are there any special offers for students that if they want to go to your gym?
Yes, we are the only gym from Leeuwarden with a discount for students in combination with the sport card. You can do 40 sports for €20 a month.
40 sports?
40 different sports.
Okay.
There's a lot of different sports in Sporthalringers. Other courses, and that's possible for one membership.
And what kind of sports do you do next to the fitness? You probably have some spinning.
Spinning. We have a lot of dance courses.
Dance courses as well.
Insanity is very popular at the moment.
I've heard about that. What is that?
Yeah, that's a workout. That's a little bit shorter. That's most of the times 30 or 40 minutes, and then you do in 3 minutes a lot of exercises, and after that,
And why is it called insanity?
Because it's very intensive in a small period.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason.
But that's not what we are going to do, right?
A little bit.
Okay, I'm scared. How long does it usually take to see the first results?
Normally you have to do minimum 8 weeks. That means 2 months. Otherwise you can't see results. It's minimum 2 months and then active in the 2 months. Minimum 3 times a week.
Okay. Well, let's. I'm ready to do it. So let's go.
I'm also ready
for the workout. And people who are watching can do this at home. I'll take off my jacket for a second. Can do this at home if they want to get fit. Well,
yeah. Okay. Always we start with a small warm up.
Okay.
You need to do that, and we have a small time for the warm up.
Okay.
You do it in this way: jumping jacks with your arms and legs together.
Okay. Cool.
When you stand up in the morning, you can do that to stay fit.
I'm getting
stay
warmed
fit
up a little bit.
But
I'm ready for it.
Also for the beats, you need string core. Then we need to go down.
That's going to take a long time.
But maybe a little bit longer. You need to go down.
Okay,
we do the plank.
On the ground. We want to do the plank.
The
plank. Okay, ready for the plank?
Yeah, minimum a half minute.
A half a minute?
A half minute, yeah.
Okay. And I got water.
I do it together with you.
I'm very glad. Glad.
I think you're already at 12,
Normally I'm just
13.
on the mat on my back with maybe a nice book or something, but this is different. How long do you usually do this, the plank?
Minimum a half minute. Otherwise
and this is good for your abs, because I can feel my belly going right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up again.
Stand up again?
But it's not only core, also the legs.
Also the legs. Very
go down a little bit and go up.
Okay, here
5
we go.
times.
5 times. 5 times.
3,
4, 5. All right.
Okay, lay down a little bit.
Okay, on my belly again?
Again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to do
when you train your abs, also the lower back.
Also the lower back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go up like a fish.
Like this?
Yes.
And that's good for your lower back.
We start up again.
Okay.
And that's a small workout for in the morning.
For in the morning, well,
yeah.
I feel great. I feel fit for the summer.
Thank you
very much. And you can find me on the beach this summer.
Okay.
That was the show for today. I'd like to thank you for watching. I would like to thank our guests for joining us. This has been the last episode of this module, but we will be back in 3 weeks. See you then. Peace.